What's going on, guys? Back at you again, and we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about Tupac Shakur and how he was a fake gangster, good artist, very talented, but his whole persona was fake. It was something that he was told to do, he had to carry out, and he got killed for it in the end, supposedly. Most likely he was shipped off to an island or replaced. They have ways of hiding these people. My man Jake, he does a series on how a lot of, I guess, celebrities have been like replaced or whatever with masks, or other people with the same body type, but they just replace their mask with a different face, obviously. And that's what's been happening. I wouldn't be surprised if Tupac is walking amongst us with a different face on. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. But nonetheless, you're going to see him speaking as a very modest, polite, and I want to say courteous young boy. And then I'm going to show you clips of him just acting like a complete raging idiot, the complete opposite. So, in other words, he's acting. Like, he's so over the top with everything. Thug life this, N-word that, B-word this, it's just over the top. But that's not who he is. That's just him just being hyper gangster for whatever reason. Well, we know the reason. For money and fame, and he was told to do so. Let's take a look at this, guys.
Alright, that's okay. You dress right for him.
And he said he's been a little chilly, so this is good for him. So somebody will enjoy the heat.
Okay. Anytime.
Okay, my name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tampapai High School.
Does that sound like a gangster, guys? Huh? Does that sound like somebody that should be screaming, thug life this, thug life that, N-word this, N-word that? Huh?
I'm 17 years old.
Oh, yeah? Very zesty.
And it's like 17 is such a weird age. It's such a in the middle age. You're not 18 yet, and you're older than 16s.
Oh, yeah?
But I like it. It's nice.
It's nice. Where's this thug life shit coming from, guys? Huh? This is him at 17. He died at, 24, 25 years old, a full-blown gangster. How does that happen? From you being 17, growing up in I think it was what do you call it? It's an art school he went to. He didn't go to a real college. He didn't go to some public high school. He went to a performing arts school, guys, because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to act. He wanted to sing and rap and all that. That's what he was into. Like, people said he was a fairy back then, but now all of a sudden he has to turn this into a whole persona, right? Because that's the way you can communicate to the black community and destroy them. If he came out like this, guys, he wouldn't have sold any records. They would have made fun of him, so they had to change this man.
Like a learning stage for me.
Do you wish you could be 18 and when you get some more rights?
Well, 18 will bring lots of responsibilities that I don't want, but it'll bring respect that I feel like...
Lots of responsibilities that you don't want. So it's almost like he's saying that he knows they're going to change him, but he doesn't want to.
That's the only way I can get it. I try to be as mature as I can be and demand it wherever I can get it. But 18 is like, you're an adult. Like today when I had to sign the release form, I felt so bad because I couldn't sign it myself. I had to go and get my mother's and all that. But 18 it's just society's way of saying that you're ready. But 17, like, I think I'm ready now, as ready as I'm gonna be in this world. But
see right there, that mannerism, he looked like he was gay. He's like, I think I'm ready now. Watch how he did this, guys. Where does thug life come from? Look at this.
But 17, like, I think I'm ready now.
Look at that. That was the gayest mannerism ever.
Gonna be in this world, but so it's okay. I guess 17 is alright.
It's like, it's okay. Like, this dude is not Tupac, bro. This is zesty Shakur, man. Zesty as hell.
Do you think that you should be given more responsibilities, or that you have much more value than adults place on you because of your age?
Well, the way that my mother brought me up is no lies, no, total truth. Everything is real.
Look at how he's talking with his hands. No life. Everything is total truth. You could tell he was raised by his mom. He's ultra feminine. Where was your father?
Everything. If something's going on wrong in the house, I know everything. So I was
Why?
like
That's
I
not a
was
good
getting-
thing. It's not a child's place to know everything that's going on in the house. See, that's the problem with black women raising young boys. This is what they do. They make you know everything that's going on. Now you can't just be a kid. See?
responsibility before I wanted it.
Yeah.
And so now I can't really differentiate what great responsibility is because I've had it for so long.
Because of your mother and obviously your father too.
You know, so she taught me how to be ready for it. And so
He says that like it's a badge of honor. So in other words, your mom didn't allow you to be a child and force you into adulthood at an early age. That's all I heard there.
that's good. And I think it's good because I know that, and it's taught me that when you get out there, the responsibility is staggering. And I'm ready. I'm going to be a little more ready.
I'm going to be, but when he's rapping, he's like, I'm gonna this nigga, this, right? Like it's like a split personality. Now I want to show you a little. I'm gonna go back to that, but listen to some of this, guys. It's just like, how do you go from that to this?
It's a bad part because the kids see that and they mimic it. That's the part I haven't figured out yet.
Even in this, he sounds different. The way he's talking, his pitch is different. He even has a little bit more of an accent. It's like he changed his whole persona.
But the positive side is the kids who live in a household where the mother is a crackhead or whatever, and he hears the rap, he's like, oh, that's an everyday thing for them. So I don't have to feel ashamed. It cuts both ways.
Okay,
To
Tupac.
me, it's like when I say I live.
Look at how he's wearing his hat backwards just to fit the mold of hip hop. Here, you know, he's got the gay cut lined up. Nope, now we gotta shave it off and look like a gangster. Get all these tattoos on you.
The thug life, baby, I'm hopeless. One person might hear that and just like the way it sounds, you know what I'm saying? But I'm doing it for the kid that really lives a thug life and feels like it's hope.
So a life that you never lived is what you're pushing onto another kid to ruin him further. Because now he thinks Tupac lived a certain way. He's gonna be like, oh, that's cool. I want to live that way too. Even though it's a lie. Even though he lived a great childhood and went to a performing arts high school, guys. Like, what are we talking about? Seriously, what are we talking about?
And someone who's grown up in Disney World, you know,
In
with
Disney
Santa
World.
Claus is coming. And so, you know, I think I'm growing up good.
See, he just said it right there. He's growing up good. So in other words, he wasn't growing up in a broken down hood in shambles like most of the kids he's rapping to or about.
Hopeless. So when I say hopeless, and when I say it like that, it's like I reach him. You understand? And even if when I reach him, it makes it look glorious to the guy that doesn't live that life. I mean, I can't help it. It's a fad, you know. He'll drop the thug life soon enough. But for the person that I was trying to reach, he'll pick it up, and I'll be able to talk to him again. I'm being
Yeah, but the
responsible.
problem is it's all lies because that's not who you really are, Tupac. You're Tupac with a T, not with a 2, with the number 2. That's what they changed him to.
But it's hard. Once you start worrying about what you're saying, I get right as block. Kind of like, I can't say that. That's too harsh. Can't say this. Now I have to just block it out and trust my heart that I'm doing the right thing. That's my new style. Hey, have a good summer. Have a good summer, biatch. But I'm not saying I didn't make mistakes.
Oh, we know.
Things I said when I was
Look at him. Guys, look at him. Look at how he's dressed.
Like,
Look at Tupac. All in red, like a blood, right? Hat to the back. And then look at this. Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, no one ever called him out on this.
some of the things I said when I was fighting
No one calls him out. That's Suge Knight, right?
these brothers.
Or actually, I don't know who that was. Now he's attacking film directors. I'm telling you guys, he's playing a part, or he played a part. I'm gonna say playing because he's probably still alive. Honestly, I don't believe none of that.
Get the minutes to the side. Let me tell the whole world.
All right, so 1993. So this is 5 years approximately after this interview, guys. Right? Because he was 17 and he died approximately. Hold on, let me do the math. If he was 25, he died in 95. So this was in 87, this interview, guys. So 5 years later, 87, 88. So basically, yeah, around that time, guys. and then this is saying 93, right? So this is like 5-6 years later. So I don't know how you go from this to this in 5 years without someone telling you to do so. Like this is just incredible. Right? Guys, are you see whoops, I pressed on the wrong thing. But did you guys see that? Did you guys just see that compared to what we were just seeing? Where does that come from? Guys, seriously, where does that come from? Listen to this.
In all sense of the word, I think I'm growing up and learning about. There's a bad part because the kids see that and they mimic it.
I didn't mean to go back, but I want you guys to hear this again.
But I'm not saying I didn't make mistakes. Like some of the things I said when I was fighting the Hughes brothers. I beat up the director to minutes to the side. Let me tell the whole world. All right, tell me how you did with that.
Look at this. He's doing it with a smile, too, because it's an act. This ain't real, guys. All these hip-hop beefs are fake. It's all for the audience. It's all for the crowd, man. This stuff ain't real. He's smiling. He's probably reading off a teleprompter.
Come now, check this out. They fired me, but did it in a roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught
roundabout punk snitch way. Like he's got to be as ghetto as possible. But then we hear him here.
What about being your age?
The hardest thing about being my age is proving to society that I understand what's going on.
Is that what that looks like over here? Does this look like someone that knows what's going on or self-aware with the things around him?
You better come now. Check this out. They fired me, but did it in a roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught them on the streets and beat they behinds. You know.
So is that? And then we hear what he heard what he said there, and then listen to this.
Proving to society that I understand what's going on.
So why the fuck were you talking like that 5-6 years later after you said this? If that's the truth, Tupac.
Not everybody, but frequently, teenagers are stereotyped in being loud music loving, girl chasing, car wanting, not caring about the world, cokeheads, drinking coke and smoking and being drunk.
Is he just projecting there? Because not all teenagers are doing that.
And I mean, in some ways we are. I mean, I chase girls and want the car.
See, he's saying I do all that stuff. He basically just projected on all teenagers, saying that's what we do. Like, no, not all teenagers do that. That's what you were doing, Tupac. Classic projection.
Loud music, but I like to think of myself as really being socially aware. And not just socially
really socially aware is what he said, guys. Socially aware.
Did it in a roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught them on the streets and beat they behinds. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Is that self-aware, guys? Is that someone that you want to do business with? Is that someone that you would leave your kids with? Even your mom or anything? And we all know the answer to that. We wouldn't leave anything with this guy, but with this guy we would. So where did this guy end up going?
Whereas as being trendy, being peace, not that. I really think that that teenagers, they got a lot of responsibilities and a lot of burdens because, in fact...
No, they don't. Teenagers just have to go to school. That's it. He may be talking about himself. That's just more classic projection by Tupac because he probably had a harder life, which I don't think because he went to performing arts school, which costs money, right? So, I mean, I'm sure there's things he's dealt with, but I'm sure a lot of the shit he rapped about were lies. Were just to sell records and to ruin the hood and make kids think that, oh, what I'm doing is justified because Tupac did it. Oh, Tupac did it, so it must be okay, right?
We're given a horrible world. We're given the gift.
We're given a horrible world, or did we make it this way, guys? Come on now. Because when you're on the streets yelling this shit, this wasn't given to us. You made this. You turned into this. Because this is what you were made right here.
To take over is hard.
Right? This is what you were made and given in the world, and then this is what you turned it into. See, that's what God says in the Bible. We all come into the world pure, and then we choose what we do with our minds. We either follow the word of God or we follow the word of Satan and stray off and end up like this. That's how it goes.
And it ain't I still got more than
This is Satan coming out of him, guys. There's nothing holy and nothing godly about this picture here at all. Like, what is all this hooping and hollering about? It's all for little black kids in the hood so they can watch this and be like, oh, they're acting like that, so I can act like that. And that's why black people as a whole are so out of order, because our idols are people like this. You know what I mean? Not concise businessmen, not well-spoken black men, not well-addued lawyers, It's punk-ass rappers. It's fucking, loose with their seed basketball and NFL players. You know what I mean? It's stupid. We follow all the wrong people, and we wonder why shit is all fucked up.
My big mouth.
And he just said it himself, man. It's just...
They're leaving this world in bad shape.
And you know what I want to say, though? His mother, when she watches stuff like this, she's like, oh, that's not my son. He's putting on an act. Like, she knows deep down this ain't him. He's doing this for the camera and whoever else to get paid and all the bullshit. But when she sees this, she's like, yeah, this is my son. This is who I raised. Because Mrs. Shakur did not raise nothing like that. That was something that was made.
That's to fix up. So I think that we deserve a lot of respect. Because, in the 60s, they changed a lot.
Nah, man, teenagers don't deserve nothing. Especially nowadays. Maybe back before the 70s, okay, but now teenagers don't deserve no type of respect. You earn respect as a teenager nowadays. They all got their faces smashed in the phones.
Teenagers were given respect because they changed a lot and they did a lot.
Stop
we
it.
get no respect, and we have to do a lot.
What, go to school? And you shouldn't get any respect because you haven't done anything in the world. Respect is earned.
I mean, the world ain't no secret, but the world is bad shape. So we have to do a lot. We have to do a lot of good things. So I think we deserve a little bit more respect.
Yeah, but you're not doing any of those things in the world yet if you're in high school, all right? You're just in a building all day. So, no.
Why do you think it is that adults don't give you the respect you deserve?
Fear. They're scared.
No, it's not fear. It's because they know that there's nothing to respect about a teenager. This man says fear. What the hell are they fearing? The only thing they would fear is the mayhem that would go about if they actually trusted you guys. There's a reason that teenagers aren't trusted, because teenagers do dumb shit. Teenagers don't know anything. That's why.
They're scared of watching us grow up. They're scared.
No, it's the opposite, actually. They're scared of you not growing up, actually.
That when we get the power or responsibilities, that we won't be able to handle it.
Yeah, they are scared of that, because you wouldn't be able to handle it as a teenager. Imagine a teenager running the country. No, thank you.
And they're scared that...
At that point, I'd rather a woman than that.
Well, I don't think, in this generation, I don't think that a lot of adults put enough into their children. I'm glad my mother did, but I don't think that a lot of children growing up lost in the sauce, and I think that they're scared.
Yeah, but they're lost in the sauce because their parents aren't there for them. That's usually what it is. It's not, oh, they're just lost in the sauce. He's just saying that without explanation, Tupac. Don't give people an out. Don't let these mothers off the hook, or these fathers. You know what I mean? Like, the blame has to go somewhere.
Realizing it now that I didn't teach him this, I didn't teach him that. We didn't learn it.
That's what his mama's saying.
Unsafe sex and drugs, and you can tell if you look at the statistics, they're staggering again, And so I think they're scared because they're realizing that they goofed, they really messed up, and
Who goofed?
Also, they fear teenagers are angry. At least this generation seems a little angry.
It's called testosterone.
I mean, and a little bit more rebellious.
Well, yeah.
Uninvolved. So they're scared because...
When you don't know anything, you're trying to figure things out, you're gonna rebel because you think you know everything. Yeah. We all did it.
What's gonna happen when, leaves people in power? But also...
Can't be worse than what already is happening.
Human nature to be scared to watch a child grow up, and you don't want to give him that yet.
Well, what do you see are some of the major differences between being a kid and being an adult?
It was funny. Being a kid, like my little cousin, Hiroji, he's 3, and everything to him is happy.
Because he's 3. He doesn't know anything. Oh my God, bro. What is he talking about?
The thing that makes him unhappy is when things are over. When you turn something off and when the television goes off, when it's time to go to bed, or when he has to come.
It's called not knowing anything. When you have no responsibilities, that's the stuff that would get you mad.
In the house, everything is over. That's bad, you know. And when you're an adult, when something is over, that's like, it's the opposite, you know. When it's over, is good, you know. I'm off work, it's over. You know, vacation, it's over. Oh, God, she's out of the house. My children in college, it's over. Oh my God. And so it's that difference. But
more zesty. And then listen to this.
Y'all business, I mind my business. I do what I gotta do, you do what you gotta do. Long as I give you 12.
Like, why is he screaming? Like, why is he looking like that? Like, what's up with him? It's like he's on drugs here, bro. What's up with him?
Tracks of that real shit.
It's like he's on crack. Why is his eyes so wide open, wide-eyed?
You my $12.
Why is he all up in the camera? Why is he screaming? Why is he talking so fast? It's just like, what's going on?
I don't gotta be a role model. I don't gotta hold your hand. I don't gotta do shit. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real.
And emotional. That's the problem. He's emotional, like most black men, and they watch that shit and they think it's cool, and they become even more emotional. Look at this. Look at how he's walking, bro. It's an act. No one walks like that. Like, that's all for a show. That's all to ruin black boys, guys. That's all it is. No one does that. Like, no one does that. This is an act. He's an actor, guys. I think, did he win a Grammy? I gotta look that up. But he was an actor. He played in Juice, right? And a few other movies that were big. So, for you to think that, oh, bandana tied to the front, obnoxiously wearing all red, a Detroit Red Wings sweater. He's not even from Detroit. Lifting his shirt up, walking around with his shirt up. Like, who does that? Showing off his Thug Life tattoo, like a tattoo that was never on him until a whole persona was made that he never even lived. The dude never lived in a type of situation where you would have to be this way. This is something he adopted. Look at how he's walking. Like, it's clearly an act. He's going like this. Like, no one does that, bro. He's smiling.
Night's influence brought out the worst.
Showing his fucking underwear, pants sagging all the way down to his crack. And any of you guys that know, that's a prison signal to let the boys know that you want to get it that night. So I wouldn't advise dropping your pants like that. Look at him acting like a fool.
Tupac now started to wage a war against Biggie. That's Mo Premium White trying to control Tupac.
Now, it's so disgraceful. I know he's faking it, but he did spit a little bit. But like why even do that, man? You're embarrassing your whole family, and that's how you know it's all for money. Like, why would you embarrass yourself and your family like that unless you know you're getting a fat check for it? This ain't because of Biggie. Oh, it's because of Biggie. Shut up. It's because of the money and the fame. You were told to do this. Probably got to the point where he was like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm changing myself, and that's probably why they killed him.
He's losing control.
Supposedly.
That's my new style. Hey, have a good summer.
How many fake spits? How many fake spits are we gonna do? How many fake spits are we gonna do? And this is the same guy, guys.
And children see things so great. If the world could, what happens is that adults complicate things, and children don't.
Adults complicate things? I mean, that can be right sometimes, but that's not what the issue here is.
As simple as this: the sky is blue. And adults, when they go, the sky is blue. Why is it blue? Because birds and bees and...
Wait, what? That didn't make sense. That was just him just bitch babbling.
Thing wasn't meant to be analyzed.
Everything is meant to be analyzed. That's why everything is in existence, because it was thought about and thought through. It doesn't just happen. Things are analyzed to be created. Like, nothing he's saying is making sense.
And that's where a lot of problems come in, I think. And that's where I think kids are happier. Kids are
Well,
happy.
yeah, of course kids are happier. They have nothing to worry about. There's no bills, there's no rent, there's no deadlines, there's nothing you have to worry about. You don't have to provide for anything. You're being provided for in most cases. So of course kids live a happier life. Now let's watch some of his most gangster moments and compare it to what he's doing now. Doing that stupid walk.
East Coast niggas' ass and East Coast niggas did when they came out here.
You hear this though? Where is this coming from? All these N-bombs. He ain't talking like this now.
And more relaxed than adults.
Do you think if parents or adults had happier childhoods, they would be better off when they grow up? I mean, like a lot of people say, if you have a troubled childhood, you lack self-esteem when you grow up.
I mean, you don't lack self-esteem. You lack in other things, but that's not what his problem is. Look at this. But let's let him answer this, and then we'll go back to that.
Actually, I think it's okay. My mother.
Well, okay.
Well, if you grew up happy, too happy, like in fairy tale land, not fairy tale. I mean, if you grew up where every Christmas you got a present, and every birthday you got a present, and every holiday was a holiday, and everything was peachy, and your parents took care of everything, and you just grew up. I don't think that prepares you for the world. My mother had a really bad childhood, and my father.
Well,
had a bad childhood.
it doesn't prepare you for the grimy world. It doesn't prepare you for the grimy world that you're trying to put black boys into.
And to want your child to have a happy childhood, so you tend to want to keep the bad things out, and I don't think that's good because you don't prepare them for the world.
So basically,
What he's saying is don't shelter your kids, but in a terrible way. Like he's just went in a roundabout way for saying that.
realistic.
Right, definitely have to be realistic. Just tell them. But don't get the wrong idea. I feel like I'm being gloomy. I don't mean just be like, damn it, it's bad out there.
I just feel like I'm being gloomy. All right, and then let's listen to this.
I put them niggas on the more weed gates and weed spots and safe havens and safe spots than the East Coast did. I put more rappers on than they did. I gave Biggie his first shows. I was the one that I was that bridge that niggas used to walk on to get over here. I explained it. I'm the one that told you. I'm why all these niggas run around with a gangbang on their payroll now.
Yeah, you are, because you're faking it. That's not a title you ever earned.
This motherfucker was riding around in a Benz in Cali, guns in the trunk, with no license plate. Just a Tupac sticker where the license plate goes. Y'all got to back off my Benz. Back off my Benz. Yeah, I'm about to run y'all down. Back off my Benz. We done seen this motherfucker spit in the face of a police officer.
A fake spit for the, to get that on camera. So black guys can do that thinking it's cool and get thrown in jail, obviously.
And nothing happened to him. Some fucking shit.
Yeah, nothing happens to him, but how many black dudes that imitate that stupid ass behavior does something happen to? They let him go, but arrest 500,000 others, right?
Off at a fucking out of the feds and police was out there, and you know what I mean, trying to get my move back. Fuck you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? He spit in the face of a
fake.
Cop. He spit in the face
Fake.
of a cop, and he didn't get locked up.
It was fake.
Everyone said there were two sides.
We saw this already. We'll go by that. We already saw that fake shit.
And I want it now. And I have my money all on my tape, and I want it now.
Really? So you went to a bootlegger who's selling your bootleg copies and tried to take money from him? Or the bootleg copies? Oh my god. It's like that's probably the stupidest thing ever. But this is him though.
I mean, when the good things come, and they are going to come, and everybody knows that. Good things are going to come, and you're going to see them for yourself. You're going to see if they're good. But it's harder to see the bad things, and everybody wants to shield the bad things, and that's where it gets complicated and it gets real rotten. That's when everybody gets...
He sounds gay. Literally. I'm not trying to be mean. Like, clinically gay he sounds right there.
I want my tape off this thing. Can't sell my shit.
Now you're running up on some guy?
Now I want my shit. I want my tape now. I'm gonna fuck your whole stand up. You understand what I'm saying?
So you're a millionaire rapper coming to some guy who's trying to make ends meet. Because he's trying to make a few dollars off of some fake shit, you're gonna destroy his living? See, then that's something that black people will adopt. They'll think, oh, Tupac's doing it, so this is cool, I'll do it too. And that's why you wonder, that why is there so much chaos in black America? Why are so many black kids doing so much stupid shit? Because they idolize young-ass, dumb-ass rappers. That's why. If they were idolizing preachers, you know what I mean, businessmen, people that are doing clean work, we wouldn't have these fucking problems. But we don't. We idolize the wrong people as a whole.
Police. No, I don't have to take it to the police. You can take it to the police. I'll drop this shit there. I'll drop this shit. Drop this shit. You got my tape. Shit. I told you watch. He's selling my tape. He's stealing from it. You understand the position of that tape? That's my tape. Oh, he didn't pay. He didn't get paid. You get paid on my sweat. You can't say shit. Mind your business. You mind your business.
He's literally yelling at people that don't even speak English. Like, this is like so stupid. And this is who people are looking up to. This is not anything to look up to. This, I mean, maybe, but he sounds a little flamboyant. But I'd rather act like this than this. This is just ridiculous. I'd just be embarrassed to be around him or to even know him. I don't know how these guys aren't embarrassed right now. It's because they know it's an act. That's probably why. That's why it's being videotaped, because this is a show.
Word of God, I swear, I'm dropping this shit to the concrete. That's mine.
If you were gonna do it, you would have done it already. That's how you know this is all an act. Word vomit, you know? Just so black people can hear him doing this so they can do this to people. That's all it is, man. It's a demonstration.
You're Bobby. I'm not playing. I'm going to watch a movie. When I finish, I'm coming back. If my shit is out here, I'm dropping it.
So you basically told them to get the cops ready for when you come out. Fucking moron.
I'm dropping his watches. I'm serious. Fuck around. Fuck around.
Hello?
I'm saying, we on Venice Beach. That's what you're supposed to do. I've been in jail for 11 months, Savage. You got to let me get a look or something.
Monday, Shakur went before the bench in a preliminary court hearing accused of shooting and wounding two
And if he was in jail that long, that's probably why he turned fairy.
Duty police officers during an argument on
So wait,
shooting and wounding two off-duty police officers.
So what?
Preliminary court hearing accused of shooting and wounding two off-duty
Why are you shooting police officers?
police
Because
officers
he has to hold up this image. That's why. He's just doing too much.
during an argument on an Atlanta street. The incident happened at this intersection early Sunday morning. Authorities say two officers, brothers, were crossing the street when a car allegedly nearly hit them. An argument followed and shots were fired.
Guns were drawn at some point, and two people got injured. It could have been killed. It could have been a lot of other people killed and innocent people killed.
Innocent?
Was free.
He said innocent. If something went down, nobody's innocent. You don't know what happened. Come on now.
On $50,000 bond. He'll answer to aggravated.
Look at how he's walking in the courtroom, because he knows he's on camera. He's like, black guys, when you're in court, walk like this, act like a fool. Make yourself and your whole family look bad.
Tupac Shakur is in a hospital recovering from serious gunshot wounds as a New York jury deliberates his fate regarding sexual abuse charges. Police say Shakur was the victim of a robbery, and though the wounds were serious, he has been conscious and able to talk to his mother on the phone. Mark Shearer has more.
Police say controversial rap star Tupac Shakur was entering the street-level lobby and confronted him.
We want to hear him talking. We don't.
Once in the thigh, once in the groin area.
Shakur
and in the head.
Jewelry.
No, that wasn't even
$1,000 worth of Shakur's gold chains and a ring.
Why are you? How much? Let's hear how much that he was wearing on. Why would you wear that much to a studio? And what is the point of wearing all that jewelry? What is the point? It's for other people. Because unless you're looking down at it and looking down the whole time, you're not gonna see it. It's for other people to look at you. That's why, like, when you get rims on your car, you ain't gonna see it unless you're standing outside the car. Literally everything you get to look good is for other people. It's not for you. So it's a waste, all of it.
Hospitalized, Shakur undergoing an operation. The three assailants got away with jewelry, including about $40,000 worth of Shakur.
What the fuck are you wearing $40,000 worth of jewelry on you for? You deserve to get robbed if that's the true story. You're going into the hood of New York, somewhere you've never lived. Alright, we've established that. So you go in there with all this jewelry on, clearly no protection, and you get robbed and you're wondering why? And you guys are questioning that this guy is a street smart guy that always was from the streets. If he was so street smart, he would have known not to have his jewelry out like that. Or at least not have that much on you. Or have protection and be ready.
Gold chains and a ring.
That's how you know this is off, either fake or he's really that boneheaded. You know what I mean?
The next issue, no, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, we did 5 viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times and acts?
Well, he acts all the time. See, that should tell you something. They said he was acting because he's always acting, guys. That's the point. You see how I'm studying him right now? You don't think that there were other people back then that were studying him? Like FBI agents, police officers that were studying his mannerisms and how he acts and how he was and is and in the past, in the future, and now? If I'm doing it, there are people that are way smarter than me that are paid to do this. And this is the stuff that they are saying.
Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet.
That's a whole nother story. Now, you see how he was talking. Now, listen to this some more.
Surprising. Oh my God, I'm committing suicide. That's too much, overwhelming. If you know about it, it won't be so overwhelming. No, so that's what I think about that.
You guys see my frustration here? Where does this, like, I want to say sweet, soft, well-spoken boy, very, he cares and, he's thoughtful. Where did this guy go? You know what I mean? You don't turn into that and then turn into this unless you're acting. Or unless you were told to do so. Like, this doesn't happen. Or you're on drugs. Those are the 3 ways that this could happen. But I'm thinking this is an act.
The police found him, but now they the cops.
Well, I'm sure he did some drugs. But I'm saying mainly this is an act. And the drugs enhance the act even more further. So.
Doing detective work. They found a bullet. Oh, you found a bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me?
Shakur had 5 arrests in 1993 alone.
Well, a lawyer can argue you were in a gunfight at a different time. They can argue anything.
Assault charges stemming from an Atlanta shootout.
He's smiling. Look at how he's walking. We saw this.
I just want to say, Jazz, that as far as the remorse, I have a great deal of remorse. As far as I want you to treat me different, I don't want that. I just want the chance to make right from all the bad things that I got. I got a lot of things against me. I got a lot of people that look up to me, and I don't want the last place for them to see me is in jail.
I guess it's now time for me to render the sentence. I obviously find that the defendant...
And guys, you see how he was very well-spoken and very, courteous and thoughtful there? But 2 seconds earlier, he's just going crazy. I'm telling you, this is all meditated. He knows when to turn the shit off and on. And the thing is, a lot of black guys are born with this. We can go into the hood and talk ghetto and make it through and no one would ever know. And we can also go into suburbia and talk proper and no one would ever know that we were from the hood and we can survive. There are a lot of guys, black guys, with this skill. I mean, I'm one of them. Clearly, he's one of them. I wouldn't say there's a lot, but out of 100% of black men or women that can turn it off and on like that, I'd probably say there's like a 20%, around 20% of black people are able to do this, I'd say. Because you got to think of all the millions of black people that are in the hood. It's millions of them. And probably hundreds and thousands that aren't. You know what I mean? So that's a smaller percentage. And some of the people that aren't in the hood never been there. You know what I mean? So you can't assume that they lived in both places. So what I'm saying is the black people that were in the hood at some point and got out and were able to get an education almost. You know what I mean? Because you don't usually go from the suburbs to the hood. It's usually the other way around. So, but sometimes, you know, black people are they come from families that are well off and they can start off in the suburbs, or they move from another country where they were well off and now they have money coming to the country so they can start off somewhere nice. But most of the time, most black people are born into poverty and have to start off in the hood, and a lot of them don't learn the social skills of speaking proper. So when a black person shows up into the hood able to speak proper, it's almost like another language to them. It's like, what the hell? He sounds like a white person, but no, he's just speaking English, something that you weren't taught properly in the hood. They teach you a whole different language. They have a different dictionary. They have different history books. They have different literature books. The writing is different. Everything is different in the hood, guys. It's like they want these people to not progress. It's another form of slavery to keep black folks down, you know. It's sad, but it's the truth. That's just what it is. I'm able to say this because I was able to witness it firsthand. Let's hear some more of this.
Is a talented individual. However, this court believes that jail time is always warranted when you have a battery with some injury involved. The defendant will serve 15 days in the county jail.
15 days is a joke, and that should tell you that this was all an act. If this is any other black guy, he's getting put away for decades for shooting a cop. 15 days is a joke, guys. That's all it is, just to make him go to jail. More street cred. Oh, he got locked up for shooting a cop. Because if he didn't get locked up, you know, it doesn't sound as hard and gangster, you know.
I think the judge was fair, you know.
Now black people are going to be shooting cops because Tupac did it.
I don't feel like I got the decision that I wanted, but he was as fair as he could be.
You don't think you got the decision you wanted? Bro, you're going to jail for 2 weeks. Are you serious? And low-key, he probably wants to be there with how fairy tale or fairy he's sounding over. Yeah.
You had a problem with childhood, but yet you seem like you've gotten above that.
Oh, is that, you know, like if you're lost, if you are lost in the wilderness and you have a guide, then it's not like being lost. It's like learning new things as you go through. So when you finally get through, you forgot where you were going to. You just want to talk about the path that you just went. And that's how I feel. Like life, my childhood was just totally.
You saw how thoughtful that was. This would never be said out of this. Well, this guy speaking would, because he's turned on the switch back to speaking proper. But the guy earlier that we heard yelling and screaming thug life would never say some shit like this. There's some thoughtful ass shit what he just said.
Really lost at first because, like, I gotta go to the meeting.
Zesty Shakur.
And she was really involved in the movement, you know, just black people bettering themselves and things like that. My father was a hustler, street hustler, you know. I think he, you know, sold drugs and everything. And how did they get?
You see how he says that? He sold drugs and everything, like almost like he could never conceive doing that. But now in this other picture, or the other frame, he's talking about, oh, I sold more, you know, weed and cocaine and guns to all these N-words ever, right? Now, like, it's just like, what?
Beyond me, but he just saw her as a woman doing something, like, you know. But, so my mother and father both had bad childhoods. And I
but
never
you
knew who
didn't.
My father was. I met him, but he died, and that was horrible, but got over that.
Tupac's dad is not alive. Or he is alive, excuse me. There's a video out on him. You can go find it right now. I forgot who interviewed him. I want to say DJ Vlad. But yeah, if you type in Tupac's dad, a guy will come up, a light-skinned guy, looks just like him. Yeah, his dad isn't dead. This is all a lie right here.
My mother it's like she actually did take me through life. You know,
That's the problem.
At first, I rebelled against her because she was in a movement, and we never spent time together because she was always speaking and going to colleges and everything. And then after that was over, it was more time spent with me, and we were both just like, you're my mother, and she was like, you're my son, and what do we do? So then she was really close with me and really strict almost. But now I can see how it paid off because, like, I can talk to my mother about drugs. I can talk to my mother about sex.
Why? What?
Anything. I can ask her anything.
Why though?
And she'll go, okay, well, this is... And I can say, Ma, I'm really curious about this drug.
So in other words, he did drugs.
She'll go, I did it, and this is what happened, and I don't think you should.
I mean, do you think other kids can talk to their parents as easily as your parents can use?
No, I don't think...
There's some kids that can. I mean, if they have parents that did that shit, yeah. I mean, there are parents that you absolutely, that they treat their kids like friends. It happens all the time. Not saying it's good, but it happens.
I think so. Because I speak to my friends, I speak to them, and they're baffled. They're like, like, my friends can call my mother by her first name. That's a small thing, but it's a big thing to them because they can just come in the house and go, how you doing, babe?
That's not really good. That's not showing any respect at all.
And this is what happened in school because she speaks to them. She gives teenagers the respect they deserve unless they show that they're not worthy of that respect. And they like that. They really do like that. And
It's not respect. She's trying to be friends with them.
They react well. That's why I have that philosophy about respect. Because my mother she's totally brilliant, totally understanding and caring. And she's human. I mean, she has mistakes, and we have our little tists, but I understand them so much. I mean, she'll be wrong a lot, and we can talk about it.
And let's hear that. So that's a very mature thing to do. We could talk about it when she's wrong. All right, now let's hear this.
Really, to my homeboys, I mean, a fight is a fight, battery is battery. A 2.5 minute problem just cost me, 15 days in jail, and that was lenient. Believe in God, believe in Death Row East.
Yeah, so in other words, he knows.
The same strategy we use with Death Row West, which is mind over matter, taking all our weaknesses and making it to our strengths. We know that we got strength in numbers. We already run the streets out here, so now we just gonna help some of the brothers get their money.
He said we already run the streets out here. Right when he said streets, Suge looked at him like, bro, you ain't from the streets. Watch this. Watch the look he gets from Suge Knight after he says, we run the streets.
Over matter, taking all our weaknesses and making it to our...
They're all actually... This guy is looking at him like he wants to kill him, too. It's almost like he knows that he's not from the streets as well.
Strengths. We know that we got strength in numbers. We already run the streets out here.
Look at him. We already run the streets out here. He looked at him like, bro, you ain't from the streets. Look at that. Come on now. This guy's looking back like, this man just said the streets? He ain't from the streets? Like, what the hell?
So now we just gonna help some of these brothers get their money on because we know they got talent. We got the ways to make them use their talent to the maximum effect.
What would a Vietnam vet be like without a sergeant, without any backup, without any other soldiers, nobody but a Vietnam vet in Vietnam? When he came home, how would he be? And that's me. I had to go through all...
You just said a situation, or he made a scenario that would never happen in real life. He just made up a scenario that didn't happen.
Black street, war, everything, the same drugs that everybody else get turned out on. Where I would have been stopped shorted, I made it past. And here's where I am. But because I made it past, I missed some lessons. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the lessons that I missed when you talk to me. You can see where I haven't had a father when you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? You can see where I spent a lot of my time in the streets when you talk to me.
Well, the time you spent in the streets were in your older years when you already had money, which is stupid.
The words that I say are not words that come from a mother's mouth or a father's mouth. It's words that comes from a pimp's mouth or a prostitute or a hustler or a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? But to me, these were my role models.
Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Somebody looking at me crazy. What's up, then? Well, do what you gotta do, man. See how you looking at me? See how that go? You just be walking, somebody just start looking at you mean muggy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, it's a little kid.
With him.
That was just stupid.
I mean that shit, because these white folks see us. Y'all watch out for him. And when I say thug life, I mean that shit, because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers.
And that came out of this guy.
So, but a lot of kids can't talk to their parents about drugs because their parents don't trust them to make the decision, so they make the decision for them. And a lot of kids can't talk to their parents about sex because they don't trust them. They think, oh, he's talking about sex, he's out there doing it. So they don't trust them in that, you know? So, plus their parents are just like beat red as soon as you bring up the word fornication. But my mother's totally just, I was scared at first, but I just brought it up one day and we spent hours talking about
That's
drugs,
weird.
sex and society.
That's
and
weird.
60s and 70s and 30s and everything. And we just get along really good.
That's weird. If you said that was your father, all right, that's different. But your mom? Nah, bro. I never had no conversations like that with my mom. Sorry, bro. I never wanted to.
You know, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead, you know? And we walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here done. We done, and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
I don't know. He could have said all that without cursing, though. It just diminishes what he said because he is saying some powerful stuff, but he just diminishes it all.
Me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain.
All right, we're gonna finish up. We're probably gonna do like another part of this, maybe 3 parts. We'll see. But let's finish this up over here.
So you consider her like a good friend?
Yeah, a really good friend. But she's still
That's
my
the
mother.
problem.
I mean, I still,
Yeah,
like
your
last
mother's
night I
a
came home
good
at
friend.
2:30 and she went, you can't come home that late anymore.
Nah, see, that's not a mom. That's a friend. A mom says, you better not come in this house late like that again or you are grounded. You know what I mean? That's what a mother says.
I was like, it's the weekend. We had an argument about that. But
Argument with
also,
hell nah. There was no arguments with my mom. I don't. There is no arguments. Hell nah.
Those things that, you know, like, I mean, we talk about things, you know, do you think you should be punished? And I explain
No,
it to
my
her.
mom would not ask me if I'm punished. I would know if I'm punished or not. So yeah, that now we see where the issue was. He had no father, and his mom was clearly soft on him.
Pain. I could not feel. I could not be hurt. In my moment of pain, when I was shot 5 times in jail for a crime I didn't commit, while every other black person, I mean, whoever, they was fucking babies in the ass or killing bitches and cutting them in 50 pieces, these niggas got support. I go to jail for a crime everybody know I did not commit, get shot 5 times, and I'm getting raped in jail, wounded.
Whoa. I wish I had my... Oh, hell no. I wish I had that button. Whoa, he just admitted to getting railed? Whoa.
Not commit, get shot 5 times, and I'm getting raped in jail, wounded. They just say anything to assassinate my character.
You getting raped, bro? Hell nah.
Remember this
Hell
lack
nah,
of
bro.
conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. Donnie Simpson was on TV in front of bars like this going, who am I? Tupac. But I'm wrong. You feel me?
No,
Niggas is
he's emotional.
You read why I gave my whole soul.
I don't know why he cares what other people say about him. That's just emotionalism.
You motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live life. And motherfuckers took shots.
Because screaming like this doesn't do anything. It solves nothing. It just makes you look weak. And it makes you look like a pussy. If you really want to hit him where it hurts, you get a lawyer and you sue him for defamation. That's how you make that happen.
Direction. They thought that meant that I'm gay now. He'd fuck me in the ass now. So, okay, you want to see some macho shit? I'm the most macho nigga out here. I thought you niggas knew. I'm the most thuggish nigga out here.
So in other words, he's acting. He just admitted it. Okay, you don't believe me? Then I'm going to do this. That's basically what he just said. Listen to it again, and we'll end it off on this sentence and start the second part another day.
Me in the ass now. So, okay, you want to see some macho shit?
See, okay. So I'm going to act even more.
I'm the most macho nigga out here.
See, they basically told him, we want you to be macho. So he's like, fine.
I thought you niggas knew. I'm the most thuggish nigga out here. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear.
Because that means that he knows he's going to die. Someone that doesn't have fear, and that's because he knows his demise is near. So basically he's saying he knew he had to do this. If you really listen to the words and read between what he's saying, It's just like the Bible. You have to read between the lines to understand it. You can't take it at face value.
And I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
See? He just said it. He would do anything, guys, to protect and feed his family. So that would include faking a persona, right? Acting like a thug life character, right? Even probably faking your death. Who knows? Getting shot on purpose, shooting people, spitting on people, causing ruckuses, fighting with people. You know, just like, what is going on here, guys? And he just said it. He'll do anything for his family. So that would include that.
And these niggas represent a threat.
And that's where we'll leave it off. And we'll keep breaking down this fake Tupac Shakur character. He is Tupac. Tupac. Not the number 2 PAC. Alright? Tupac is who he is, not Tupac. Always remember that, guys. Thanks for watching, and join me next time.